I realized we didn't talk about an opening for this.
We didn't talk about
you
an
vote
opening. I can do
Kazoo
it.
Star Wars opening?
Kazoo Star Wars, obviously.
Okay. The Clone Wars like bum 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 bum, or just like fuck
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Okay.
Thank Lord. I added
We're
some
back.
bass in there.
Hello. Let me caress.
back.
Let me caress the microphone like I'm caressing our listener's face.
I don't think they want that.
We're back.
Brandon.
We're back. We're here to
back,
talk
baby.
to you about Disney Plus's latest Star Wars. I almost said fiasco, even though it's a good. The latest
It's a fiasco.
monstrosity.
They are awful.
The Bad Batch.
Not because it's bad. That's what it's called.
Yeah. It was actually the failed title of the Great British Bake Off before Disney decided to use it.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Great British Bake Off, they always think of the things first because they're just brilliant.
They're very good at making
Brilliant,
cakes. We're starting right off. We haven't even got to the minute mark yet. We're going to talk about episodes 1 through 3 because they decided to drop a freaking substance bomb on us. A seismic bomb. That's what they're called.
Yes.
This is what they sound like. That's what it is. No, I just played the sound effect.
It sounds like more like...
Thanks for that. But Disney released episode 1 and 2 within the same week.
They did.
And guess what? Episode 3 just came out.
We figured it was finally time. Finally time.
It's our duty, our honor, our
Long
pleasure.
overdue.
Yeah. I mean, what are we doing with our
We're
lives?
stupid.
Episode 1. We're not going to do like scene by scene, breakdown, just kind of like the general gist of it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers for anyone who's not seen any Star Wars or even knows what it is. You are warned, you are wrong, and do better next time.
Let's talk about that opening really quick because I think it deserves its own talking point. So that
Yes.
was your boy Caleb Doom,
Also known as
Kanan Jarrus,
from
Star Wars Rebels,
in,
a galaxy far, far away.
owned by.
Not George Lucas anymore. The big fat mouse.
How much did he get for dealing that money?
Like $80 billion or something.
Damn straight, Skippy. This was a bit of a retcon. Now, for those of you not familiar with a retcon, you're probably not listening to this. You know what a retcon is, if you know what I'm talking about. In the comics that Disney produced shortly after purchasing Star Wars and everything, they did like the Kanan Jarrus origins in the comics and everything. Not that far off from what we see in the first episode of Bad Batch, but it is a little different. Some Star Wars nerds are very much upset about it. They're like, why did you do that? But shut up. All right?
It's a good show. Shut up.
Shut up. I like it. The only thing that's different is instead of it just being a clone force that they're working with that just gets the order and starts killing, the Bad Batch is there also, so.
Yeah. But they could have easily just not included that in the comics. Like maybe it just wasn't shown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but it's like,
I know.
okay, but now Hunter's there. Like, there's no difference at all.
Yeah.
But we now see more reasons why Kanan hates clones
Yeah, that's
because,
a little brutal.
yeah,
Poor guy.
Crosshair's asshole. That's for
Crosshair's
sure.
a bad man. I don't like him.
He tried to kill a child on 3 separate occasions. 4 if you count Omega, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
Omega.
And then at the end, we're like, what? How is Kanan gonna get away with this and star in Rebels if he's gonna get shot in the head right now? Hunter, being the hunter and clone he is, he says, "Go."
He said, I'm
And then
not
he
going to
jumps
hunt
away.
you like I normally would.
This is a bit out of character for me, so
It's my
don't
name
be
and all.
alarmed. I know it's a little shocking, but we're gonna do this anyways. And then we do a bit of a jump to Camino, something we haven't seen since episode 2 in the movies,
Ayo.
and episode whatever in whatever season in the Clone Wars. But they're back on Camino. They have their own little room there, because apparently that's like their HQ. Or should I say, was.
Yo.
Because shit hits the fan fairly quickly, if we're being honest.
A little quick.
So we have Tech, Hunter, Crosshairs, Wrecker, and
Echo.
Echo. That's the Bad Batch, baby. But we'll have a new addition at the end of episode 1. They have their little cubby and everything, and we get a freaking, not cameo, but guest starring role of...
I don't remember.
It was Tarkin. It was Grand Admiral Tarkin.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a guest star, though, because it wasn't the original dude who did the voice.
Yeah, no, that guy's dead.
He's dead, yeah. He's been dead for a while. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rested in pieces when the Death Star blew up.
He did a little bit.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Do you think they got like atomized, or was it just like a grenade explosion? So they're like limbs.
I feel like it was just
everywhere?
a grenade explosion. It was brutal, probably.
I really hope it's like that. So people like flying through that area, are like, oh my god, why are so many body parts
that's
here?
a leg. Oh god.
Ew. Oh, that guy was an admiral. You could tell by that.
Different colors of blood in Star Wars.
5.
Okay.
Blue, green, black, red, other.
That's not 5. That's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyways, the clones are quickly told, you won't be needed anymore. We're going to hire people who aren't as good and efficient as you, and then we'll miss every shot that they take.
Because they're bad and not bred to fight like a clone. But it's okay. It'll be more cheaper. What?
Yeah.
You gotta pay to train them. And they don't
Yeah,
follow.
wait,
You can mentally alter the clones to do whatever you want. And you're like, nah, real people, it'll mean more.
They're easier to control. No, they're
they're
not. We're literally putting a chip in their brain that
You
controls their
said
every
one
action.
phrase and they killed thousands of unkillable beings. And you're telling me you want John Boyega.
John Boyega, who first of all didn't even want to be a stormtrooper. You want him to join, huh? Is that what we're doing?
Great. He's force sensitive, you know.
I'm very excited to see how they tackle this concept, because if you really think about it, it doesn't make sense
Not at all,
why you
yeah, no.
would separate like you don't have to pay clones.
Yup. You just gotta food them and house them.
You don't have to do healthcare or dental. Yeah.
I mean, you probably have to do healthcare and dental because they probably need it.
I mean, but you just throw them in the ooze. You just go,
Ooze.
primordial
Put 'em in the
ooze.
clone
You're back.
ooze.
Yeah, the thing that Luke went in at the end of episode 4 or 5, whatever, went the Inkies, the back to tank.
Wow.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Anywho, we get introduced to our 6th and then shortly after 5th member of the Bad Batch.
Omega.
Or as any other person would say, Omega.
Why does she say it like that? I hate her stupid little voice.
I think it's because she's trying to do an accent much like a Jango Fett or Boba Fett. But it sounds
It's
weird
bad.
coming from a toddler girl.
Sounds Australian almost.
We shortly find out Crosshairs, maybe his chip isn't that malfunctioned.
It kind of worked. He wanted to kill a kid.
And then he later wanted to kill more innocent people.
Mm-hmm.
And Hunter's like, what the heck is going on, Tech? What's with this
And
dude?
they
He's
were
acting
like,
like he's got a
"Hey,
chip
you
in
know
his
what?
brain.
You guys are all going to jail. We're going to take this guy and make him so bad. We're going to make him so bad you have no idea.
They really Winter Soldiered Crosshairs.
They Winter Soldiered him pretty bad.
They made him the lead of like the elite stormtrooper
That's in
squadron.
episode 3 though.
Yeah,
We'll
but
get
we'll get there. Anywho, the Bad Batch is on the run. Omega's like, take me with you. They take her with
And
because
Hunter's
you gotta
like,
have
yes,
another.
I am dad.
He's like, oh my god. In a couple years from now, there's going to be a Mandalorian who's going through a very similar situation
This
that
is
I am currently going through.
crazy.
It's like we found this pattern that works and just want to milk it dry.
Sounds a little realistic.
So they fly off into the horizon, and then Tarkin goes like, yeah, it's going to be much cheaper just to train a bunch of people separately. I think this is the way to go.
And the Kaminoans are like, bruh, how we gonna get paid?
Yeah, we
And
don't know
so-
their plan yet.
We don't
They
know their
seem
plan
to be
yet,
working.
but they seem to be like they're working on something. But clearly it doesn't work out considering the fact that the clones are no longer used. Like,
By episode 4, their plans have just fallen apart.
yeah, that's bad. They're in shambles. They're in debt, actually, to the Empire.
Yeah.
Episode 2, though, they come across our guy, our homie. What's his name? Like John or something? Just something
It's
basic.
like Cut, or it's
don't
like
know.
Cut.
That dude from the Clone Wars who was just out in the middle of
Who was in
nowhere,
2 episodes.
who Rex was like, you... But
You're
our
deserted.
soldier. And he's like, no, I got a cool family and all. And Rex is like,
No, dude, do you see my wife? She's very hot.
I bang her. What do you
We
do?
look the exact same,
Guns?
and she chose me. How do you think that feels, dude?
And she's an alien. What does that have to do with it?
You know what
I
that
don't know.
means? I don't know, dude, but our kids are going to be really gross looking.
And they are.
They are disgusting. But we'll get into that later. The Bad Batch lands in there, and we also get a, who is this? I mean, we kind of get mentioned of it in the first episode anyways, and again in the 3rd episode. Yeah, another famous Star Wars character's back. And guess who it is, Camden?
I don't remember again.
It's Saw Gerrera.
Sog.
Yeah, he's back. And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm a freedom fighter. Do you have a personality? I'm a freedom fighter. And then he leaves.
We actually did see him in episode 1. That's why they got exiled, because they failed to bring in Saw Gerrera, because they were like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. But then they mention him again in episode 2, anywho.
Yeah.
Anyways, Omega's a dumb kid. Is all like, what is this? It's dirt. Oh, cool. Messes with dirt. How dirt. They have some fun. They say, don't go past that fence. Omega, little rascal. She goes immediately past the fence, like 5 minutes after they said that. Guess what happens? Omega dies.
She immediately gets blown to pieces. It was.
You're like, why would you introduce a character like that? No. Omega is about to get killed by whatever a space mountain lion would look like, and Hunter goes like, oh, I'm Rambo. And then they scare off the animal.
Yeah.
Then we get introduced to how the Imperials keep track of everyone. Like the Holocaust.
Get a number. Which is bad.
It's bad. Like we like, yeah, they go
seen the extent to like what they did. Like,
I mean, they were more heavy-handed with it in the sequel movies. Where like, oh yeah, these guys are the Nazis. But like you get to see it in more depth in like these animated series. And,
but even in the sequels, they're
Nazis.
Like, they kill a ton of people. They're Nazis. But in this, it's like, oh, they're giving people numbers.
Your credit doesn't work unless you have specific money.
Like they're awful people.
You have to have a specific number identifying who you are, or you will not get transported anywhere.
Yep.
And he's like, But
Kinda
anyways, Omega, Tech, and Echo go get codes, and then Cut and his family go, and Hunter goes, Omega, go with them, because I don't want to be a dad for some reason now.
It sounds hard.
I immediately regretted this decision that I chose to
You're
do
kind of ugly
the second
too,
after doing.
So I thought like maybe
it's weird because you look like me, but a kid and a girl, so that's a lot for me to process.
Oh yeah, Omega's an altered clone, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, in case you didn't know that she looks and acts much like the other clones. She's an altered clone.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know what her power is yet, but we'll find out eventually. Maybe it's super empathy. Get out of here. Shut up. Yeah. And then they get out of there. And episode 3 comes around. And we get to see Crosshairs.
And Crosshair's like, I'm going to go kill Saw Gerrera. And he brings his team of Imperials that he's been assigned to. And one guy's like, you are trash. You're bad man. You're a clone.
You look exactly like a clone.
You. This won't last super long. And he's like, whatever. And then they get to the place. And he's like, all right, let's kill these innocent civilians who were with Saw Gerrera.
All right.
And the guy's like, whoa. I am not doing that. Why on earth would I do that? That's murder. And Crosshair.
And then they say the classic line that they say in all the animated series for some reason so far: "Good soldiers follow orders." And then he shoots him.
Shot the guy, and I was like, "Oh, cool."
Crosshairs is
and
just
then
not
Crosshair made everyone else shoot the civilians. Then that is awful.
Yeah. And then we can go flash forward back to the Bad Batch, and they're like, "I miss Crosshairs." But after seeing what that happened,
I don't think they miss him anymore. Yeah,
I don't think they'd miss him anymore after killing innocent, like tens of 20 innocent people.
I think it was like 4, but
yeah, but innocent people nonetheless.
It's just a start for the Empire.
You know
how it be.
What
else happened in episode 3?
Space Nazis. They had a engine failure, and then they had a little energy dragon take it.
Yeah. I forgot about that, and I just watched it like a day ago.
I know Star Wars has all these cool, interesting alien characters. It's always weird seeing them in any form of media.
Energy dragon who stole the energy cells because he wanted to soak up the energy. What?
You're like, what? And you're like, oh, so you'll accept laser swords and laser guns, but we throw a fucking electric dragon and you get upset at us, and you're like, okay, I guess that's fair, but I mean,
it's just annoying.
Give us some warning.
Oh, hang on though. I have a theory. Fan theory time. Play the fan theory.
Fan theory time. Play it.
That sounds just like it. I think Omega, based on her interaction with the energy dragon, is force sensitive. They altered her to be a force sensitive clone.
Yo, no way. You think they pumped up the midichlorians?
I think they pumped up the midichlorians, and I think that they because she had a good connection with the animal, naturally. That's what force users got, bro. Ezra had that.
Yeah, and then Rey had that, and Grogu had that. They're gonna force heal, and then you're gonna go like, oh, okay.
She's gonna do something that we've never seen before, and we'll go. I guess it makes sense, but I've never.
You're like, before. I don't know why anyone wouldn't try that, but
I don't know why this is only happening now. I don't.
No, but it happened in the Mandalorian, so it's like.
Wasn't there a green dude who lived for thousands of years?
Yeah, I don't understand why he wouldn't just force heal himself. When he was getting old,
dying, just be like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
You're like, oh no, today's the day I die. Oh, I'm good for 50 more years.
Yeah, that's all I gotta do.
Whatever. Anyways, a couple first thoughts on the Bad Batch. Hunter, okay, he's just like
fine.
another clone.
Yeah.
He's not very standoutish.
No, I mean, I guess he's a good leader, and he can
Wrecker?
hunt better, I think. Wrecker's dope.
Funny
guy.
Wrecker's funny.
A little funny looking.
Yeah, definitely. I will say this though, for those of you who don't like constant interruptions for a joke, you probably won't like Wrecker that much.
Probably not.
That's almost exclusively what his character's been so far.
Yeah. Tech?
Tech.
A little annoying.
Love him. Has yet to say something important when
Yeah.
it's relevant.
Yeah.
And only till after everyone else needs to know that information. He's like, I thought everyone knew that. No, Tech,
Shut
you're
up,
the smartest one there.
You were a
You
genius.
need to tell everyone. You need to tell everyone.
How would we have
everything.
figured that out if you figured it out on your fancy devices? We don't have those.
It's like if you were like, hey, I wonder when the Olympics are. I Google it and I just nod my head and then the Olympics finished and you're like, oh, when were they? Oh, you didn't know that?
I thought you just knew that, dude.
I thought everyone knew that.
Yeah.
But-
and then Echo.
Echo.
He's
Bit of a grumpy
a
clone.
little bit of a grumper pants, isn't he? Although
To
it
be
looks like
fair,
you
he's
got a lot done to
90%
him.
metal.
Yeah, his life looks like misery. I'm gonna be honest.
Every waking second for him must be complete agony.
He has
but-
one of those things in his head. That must
Yeah,
weigh
like a
him down lot,
Lobot.
you
Like a
know?
Lobot.
Yeah.
A fun
Poor
little
guy.
detail for those of you. Echo's helmet has that back part of the helmet
did notice
completely
that,
clear.
yeah.
So he doesn't put it on top. He just puts it over his face and it seals in.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's a cool concept.
Yeah. Poor guy though. That's really awful. He doesn't even have a hand. He has like a drill, which is weird. Like a droid thing.
I'm calling it now. This is my fan theory. Play the fan theory alarm. Thank you. That sounds exactly like it. I'm assuming our next episode that we do, reviewing the next 3 or 4 episodes, he'll have a robot hand by then.
Oh, I hope so.
Like a
I
C3PO
like the little
hand kind of
droid
thing.
It's cool
Yeah.
and useful, but not for me. I'm not a droid.
Maybe get a gun hand.
Get a gun hand.
You know what I mean? Get a gun
And then
hand.
with your other
Echo?
hand, you can use those tools and stuff. Anyone could do it.
Yeah,
God.
anyone could do it. You have the abilities of a screwdriver.
I don't know.
Cool.
I'm hopeful for the series. I think it's gonna go in a good direction. I think we're gonna see a lot of old characters. That'll be fun.
I think we're gonna get a Rex cameo in the next
Oh,
few.
for sure. I think Rex is gonna kill Cody.
Yeah, I think that's what's
That'd
gonna
be
happen.
bad.
Yeah, very sad, but I'm almost positive Cody isn't in Rebels, so
Yeah,
someone's
he's
gotta
not.
kill him.
Someone's
Someone's
gotta
gotta
do it.
kill him.
I don't know.
But they show him in the trailers, so maybe Cody makes a sacrifice. So
Maybe.
guess we'll find out.
Maybe Cody's like, I'm
are
gonna
we-
go live my own life with the
and get
family."
shot in the head.
And he immediately dies.
I'm assuming, and this might be a little bit much, similar to how we had a Rebels. Oh, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan. I think we're gonna get an Obi-Wan.
We could get an Obi-Wan. I think it's more likely we get a Darth Vader, and that's how the Bad Batch gets murdered.
Oh yeah, 1,000. Bad Batch isn't in. Bad Batch isn't in the movies.
They ain't in the movie. Not even in Rebels, brother.
No, they're all dead. So that's
Omega,
scary. That's
She lives though. She's Rey.
Yeah, Omega and Echo are gonna
They
survive.
put her
I'm
in
calling
like
it.
in carbonite, and they just put her
Yes.
on Jakku.
And then the
they
second
unfreeze her
the
and pretend like
sequels are
nothing
done,
happened.
Omega will unfreeze. Oh my God! Wait, is Omega Rey?
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think she is though.
Okay, cool. And then we have Crosshairs. Is Crosshair gonna be a bad guy forever?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, they're
no.
they're gonna.
They're either gonna have to kill him, or he's gonna be like, "What have I done?" and then kill like someone important, and then like sacrifice himself in the process.
I think they're gonna do the thing where it's like, Crosshairs, you gotta come to your senses, and he's like, yeah, okay, and then he just starts shooting other people, and then gets shot himself.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, okay,
that's all-
I guess all sense now."
Guess I'll die.
Yeah, but I'm excited for the show. It's gonna go.
I'm
in a good
excited.
direction. 16 episodes, quite a few.
Yeah, we're not doing one for every episode. We're probably
No
doing
way.
every 3 to 4
Yep.
because we don't hate ourselves that much.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit though.
We don't hate ourselves a little bit.
We hate
But,
ourselves enough, like a reasonable amount.
Enough. We're gonna have some overlap here in June where we're gonna have Loki's and Bad Batches coming out.
But you
but
know what
we will-
happens?
You know what happens? It's just hard work pays off.
Yep.
Not for us though. We'll make sure that we're on top of this with you, and we'll have some other things on our YouTube channel in the meantime to help you through this. But feel special because this is a YouTube exclusive just for all you.
Yeah, YouTube exclusive.
We love you very much. Thank you for listening to our Bad Batch episodes
I
1
guess.
through 3 review. I'm going to play us out with the Cantina theme. If you haven't already, follow us on Instagram at Roomies Talkin Movies or on Twitter
at Roomies Movies.
As always, we are your Star Wars nerds, Danan Pacheco and Camden Powell.
We said it together.
Thank you for reading it. We said it at the same time. We will see you all next time. That was good, right?
No.